Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Dr. Samori Swygert, and I just want to share with you a quick film on why I say these are 10 reasons why African Americans need to turn off the TV. Let's jump right into it. Number one, it distorts and it misrepresents reality. So we look at these reality shows and it has this ideal, utopian, fantasy world aspect that it creates in our mind based off of what's projected from the TV. So we have to understand that most of what we see, not most, everything that what we see on TV is scripted, it's financed, it's edited, it's embellished, and it's highly polished for viewership appeal. And then when you look at what the average American is going through in today's society, economically, just across the board, it does not fit. There's no parallel, there's no correlation to what we see on TV and these reality shows to what we're going through in real life. I mean, we got people dealing with homelessness, poverty, there's a whole bunch of debt that's going on, people getting their houses foreclosed, bankruptcy, incarceration, all this type of stuff. You don't see that. You know, you turn on the TV and it's reality shows have you looking like, oh, you know, this is what it's like to be here. I'm having champagne with my girlfriends to this rooftop diner every day. Their boyfriends and fiancés are popping bottles and everything. It's like, that's just not real. Stop chasing that, because you're chasing a myth and a fantasy. It's not meant for you. Number two, it wastes hours of productivity. It wastes hours of productivity. Most people watch TV as a form of escapism. And so you look at people that are watching 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of TV a day. That's quality time. You can't get that back. See, everybody's time on this earth is numbered. And you never know what day is your last. What's your purpose here? What are you going to do? What's your impact? What's your legacy? What are you leaving behind? That's what you want to know. In order to get that, that takes time. It takes commitment. It takes practice, dedication. So every day when you're spending 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours just watching TV throughout the day, whether it's in straight blocks or, you know, sporadic moments within the day, you're wasting time. This is time that you can be using to develop your skill sets, your talents, learning a new language. You can learn coding, plumbing, electricity. You can be studying for medical school, dental school, law school. There's so many other ways that we can positively use time to our advantage. But we're wasting it. We're squandering it away just by sitting in front of the idiot box while it projects all this stuff into our psyche. Move on. Number three, we need to stop watching TV because we're watching hours of character assassination. And I'm talking specifically to African Americans. TV is character assassination for us. Why do I say that? High amounts of bad portrayal of us. It's heavily embedded cultural stereotypes, whether you want to talk about movies, reality shows, regular TV shows, videos. 90% of the time, we're not shown in a good light. So the cultural stereotypes, the typecasting of actors. When you look at the movies, it's like, okay, African Americans, are we in the lead roles? Are we the hero in the story? Are we the protagonist? Or are we portrayed as the villain, the antagonist, the person that's always in need of help and assistance because we become a burden on society, and thus we uplift somebody else of a different ethnic background because they are in a hero position helping us? See, we've got to reverse that. Then, like I said, you look at the reality shows. You look at the music videos. And what do you see? A bunch of guys that are out here flashing guns at the screen. All they got it is just showing their chains. Talking about how much drugs they sell. We got our women twerking. And that's what society comes to know us as. Globally, this is what they come to know us as. We're this playful, jovial class of people that are insignificant. There's no need to involve us in major decisions that are going to come in the future. Character assassination. And we are not thugs and gangsters. Stop feeding that. And that goes all the way up to political administration. African Americans are not thugs and gangsters. Every culture has its violent, deviant aspect. Don't brand us with that. I'm sick of that. Number 4. When you watch TV, you're being indoctrinated with a message that's telling you to spend money. Be a consumer at all costs and all times. Because in between that reality show or your favorite TV show or the movie, what happens? You have your commercials, you have your infomercials, and they're all there for one purpose, and that is for you to become a consumer. Buy my product. I want you to buy my service. I want you to subscribe to this. Go get that sandwich. Get this new DVD. Get this new TV. You need to go on this vacation. Go on this cruise. Drink this. Smoke that. Buy this car. Everything when you watch TV, as soon as it goes to a commercial break, there's nothing educational. There's no educational component about it. There's nothing spiritually uplifting about it. It's about marketing. We want your money. And as African Americans in today's society, 2015, this millennium, we don't have no time. We have no time to be wasting money, squandering dollars. Every penny we earn needs to be saved, pooled, so that we can nation build. Point blank, period. Let's move on. Next one, number 5. It distorts what standards of beauty is, or however you want to say it. It distorts standard of beauty. Because it will have you thinking and have you looking for this Barbie and Ken doll image. And if America is to be this melting pot, why must beauty always be considered as a woman with straight hair, or blonde hair, blue eyes, or lighter complexion? I'm just saying. Don't argue with me. Don't argue. Turn on the TV and do your own factual, objective research. Do your own reconnaissance work. Turn on the TV and look at what they present as beauty. When you go to halftime, you look at the cheerleaders. What do the cheerleaders look like? When they're selling cars to you. Cars. Not the woman. They're selling cars. But they have the woman in there. Why is that? What does she look like? When you see families that have these, you see insurance commercials for homes and houses, and they have this beautiful family. What does the woman look like? And that's not every commercial, but predominantly that's what you see. And that creates a very serious psychological condition when people are trying to see if they actually fit in today's society just off an image. We should have pride in our own beauty and our own heritage, regardless of what the TV reflects and portrays. Next one, number 6. It's a big medium that introduces many subconscious ideas like violence, sex, and drugs. TV can be educational if used correctly, just like any tool. However, what you see now, whether we're talking about movies, TV shows, and videos, 90% of the time it's going to involve some type of sexual innuendos, violence, and drugs. When you keep consuming this type of media into your inner sanctum, it is going to have a toll on you. And you watch it every day for hours on end, it becomes infectious. And you internalize this. And soon that's what you start thinking. That's what you become. That's what you do. So we need to divorce from the TV. There's nothing in it for us. Number 7, is counterproductive to quality and effective communication. Why do I say that? They say it's 24 hours in a day. They say we need 8 hours of sleep. Then we go to work for 8, 10, 12 hours. Really, we're only left with about 8, 6 hours after sleeping and working. Between all that, I didn't even talk about how much time you need to shower, iron your clothes, prepare your kids' clothes, prepare lunch for your kids, how much time you spend in commute, how much you spend in actually taking care of the house, whether it's mowing the lawn, washing dishes, doing laundry, vacuuming, all of that. Just the miscellaneous stuff that eats away at the hours. So the last little bit of hours that you do have left, you're going to spend that watching TV? No, that should also be used to have effective and quality communication between your children, your spouse, your mate, your colleagues, and business partners. Find out what's on their mind. What are they thinking? How are they feeling? Is there things that can be improved? Can we discuss some goals and visions? Do we really want to be here? What can we do to ameliorate our circumstance? No, but see, when we turn on the TV, we eliminate that option. There is no effective or quality communication because we're locked in. Number 8, everything is selectively approved, denied, edited, and censored by producers, directors, and corporate network visions. So, when you turn on that TV, they put out the message. They control that. They dictate that. And so, in essence, they tell you what they want you to think. They tell you what they want you to believe. They dictate what they want you to respect. And in turn, subsequently, you act the way they want you to act. Everything's pre-selected, predetermined. You also have to consider that these networks, these directors, these producers, the broadcast owners, in turn, they're dictating who we're idolizing. Who's our celebrities? So when you have people that have true talent, that can sing, dance, great cognitive abilities when it comes to business, science, computers, they don't get recognition. But who gets recognition? Kim Kardashian. For what? Why is she famous? Because of a sex tape? And from there a whole empire is built? Yeah, her daddy had money. Her dad had money. She had the looks and the sex tape. And from there, contracts are made. Cosmetic lines are made. Family shows are here. You have Caitlyn Jenner now. Yeah, they dictate who's our idol. Another reason why we need to turn off this TV. Number 9. It emphasizes a fast life, immediate gratification situation, and I'm very passionate about this. Fast life, immediate gratification. See, when you turn on the TV and you look at these movies, TV shows, reality shows, and videos, it has most men want to be this multi-millionaire, baller, mogul. It has women want to be the ultimate powerful sex symbol diva. There's nothing wrong with that, per se. But my problem is this. They tell us what we should be, what we should want. But what they don't do, they don't give you the instructions on how to obtain that. They don't give you the guidance on how to get it. They don't discuss strategies, methodologies, principles on how to get what they're selling you. Then you combine that with slogans like, do or die, get rich or die trying, you only live once. What do you think is going to happen? You have people hungry for an image and a lifestyle that don't know how to obtain it, but they're quoting these slogans in their head. This is why you see what we see today. See, it's like they sell you the endpoint without demonstrating how to get to that endpoint legally, morally, and healthy. Those three things are very key in what I'm talking about. Can you become a multimillionaire legally? I'm not talking about hustling through drugs to get it, swindling people to get it. No, can you get it legally? What are the steps? Can you get it morally? Like, slavery at one point in time was legal, but it wasn't moral. So can you get to that status that they're trying to purvey? Can you get there morally at that? So legally and morally. And then healthy. Why do I say healthy? Because of this. You think of these sex symbol divas out here. You think of these baseball athletes, these basketball athletes, football athletes, right? And people are like, oh, you know, I want to get there. That's what I want. Not everybody wants it, but you know, you have a good majority of people that idolize that. And so when you don't teach them, when you don't give them the intricate strategies and the steps to obtain that goal that you're telling them they should be on this idiot box we call the TV, what happens? A lot of tragic stories occur. You have women that are getting botched Botox injections, butt implants, breast augmentation, and they're dying in ghetto clinics, makeshift clinics in hotel rooms, dying. It's not healthy. You got guys taking performance-enhancing drugs, steroids, so they can be all jacked up, so that they can, you know, play on the field, play on the court. All in this quest for the illusion of beauty. And lastly, number 10, the majority of TV shows and movies are historically inaccurate. They don't cover our heritage, our culture, and our legacy as African Americans, our contributions to this country globally and abroad. You see misrepresentation, like we've seen with the movie Exodus or Moses and the Ten Commandments, some Disney movies where, you know, geographically the story just doesn't match at all. A lot of our inventors, I'm not even going there. You just need to watch Hidden Colors. You could just look at all the inventors and what they contributed and what was stolen. So with that being said, don't let TV media dictate what success is to you. Turn off that TV or scale it down to an hour, 2 hours at max. I understand you may want to kick back. Documentaries are good. I always say that because they're enlightening and educational. It's on you, but I just gave you my 10 reasons. Alright? Y'all be good. Peace. This is Dr. Samori Swygert signing out. You can hit me on Twitter if you like. That's DocSwag06, DOCSWAGG06. Alright, be blessed. Peace.